Hi guys! Okay, well I said I would make another video, so I am making another video. We made Emily's last night, but my hair was dirty and I didn't want to do it last night. Okay, so I'm just gonna get right to the question so that I can maybe keep this a little bit short, cause we've been pretty bad about that. But okay, so I've gotten a couple questions over the past week when I asked for some, and I have them all saved in a draft here so I could read them all in a row. I'm just going to get right to it. So the first question I got was from Black Pixie, and she asked me, when did you find out that you're a lesbian? BTW, I love your Tumblr, and I think you're very pretty. Well, thank you, first of all, because you're a total babe, so that's a compliment. But, okay, so when did I find out that I'm a lesbian? Well, if you watched Emily's video last night, you kind of got an idea of the story of how we met and everything like that. But when we were in 7th grade, I was friends. I met her best friend Alexandra. She was very attached to her. Well, that's actually not really part of the question at all. Okay, so we met, and I had never had really any like thoughts like that before. I'd never really had any like sexual thoughts or feelings at all, because when we met and when we started dating, we were pretty young. We started going out in the sophomore year of high school, and we really, just spent all our time with each other. I had one boyfriend before that, and that was in 7th grade, so I mean, we didn't do anything. But yeah, I found out that I was attracted to women a while before me and Emily started dating, because I started thinking about how I wanted to kiss her and I wanted to hold her hand, and I wish that, that's that was my phone. I'll text whoever that is back later. but but yeah, anyway, so I started thinking about how I wish that I could kiss Emily, and I wish that we could be together. And I kind of, for a long time, I wrote it off, and I just thought, like, oh, well, we're just best friends, and that's normal. It's normal for high school girls to kind of want to be, buddy with other girls. That was just regular. But yeah, so eventually she told me that she liked me, and I immediately was like, oh, me too, me too. This whole time I have, and I never thought she would ever, I never told her because I didn't think she would reciprocate, but it wasn't until probably within the last year that I really started identifying as a lesbian, and I really don't know what it was that made me realize that I was, but I think I just kind of started, the more that I thought about it, the more that not that, I think that when you're with someone and you're in a very serious relationship and you think you're going to be with them forever, your sexuality really doesn't matter, because it's like, let's say I was bisexual. Well, I'm going to marry a woman. Does it really matter that I'm also sexually attracted to men? I don't know. I don't understand it. But yeah, the more I really thought about it, the more I realized that I really, if anything ever really happened to me and Emily, I wouldn't ever want to be with a man. I would always, want to be with a woman. So yeah, I realized that about probably just within the last year or two. So the next question was from Beauty of Speed, and they asked, what was it like coming out to your parents? It was actually really easy. Unlike Emily's parents, I wasn't raised a certain way. I had always just kind of grown up not believing. I was an atheist my whole life, but I wasn't raised that way. And so now my mom believed in God. I think she still does. But so I was hesitant to tell her. I didn't want to tell her because issues like that had never been brought up in my house, because they were irrelevant until they found out that I was gay. But yeah, so I told my mom one day that Emily told me that she likes a girl, and she didn't want to tell me who it was. She eventually told me that night on the internet that it was me, but in person she wouldn't tell me it was me. She was too embarrassed, and I was too embarrassed to ask, of course. I didn't want to make an asshole of myself. But so I told my mom that I didn't know if I was gay or not, but I knew that I had feelings for Emily and I wanted to be with her. And she didn't care, didn't make a difference to her. And I cried and all that, and I was like, oh, I didn't know. blah, blah, blah. And she was all, oh, no, you know, I still love you. You're the same person. You're my daughter. I don't care. And I was like, okay. And I was like, can you tell my dad? And she told my dad, and my dad was like, maybe it's a phase. But then I kind of told him, and I said, I actually think I'm gay, Dad. I'm really gay. And he was like, okay, you know. And my dad is a insane atheist. He's, you know, adamant. Just he's totally, he loves me no matter what. And he, you know, he wants me to buy him a legalized gay shirt and all that stuff. He's all for it. So he's the one who bought me my back patch, the not gay isn't happy but queer isn't fuck you. So he's got no problem with it, obviously. But okay, so my next question is from the Sweet to My Neen, and she asked me, what is your ideal date with Emily? Well, me and Emily we've been on a lot of dates, our share of dates. So she's always very sweet, and she'll treat me to things, and you know, my ideal day with Emily would be, we would go to breakfast at the Pancake House. It's our favorite damn place to eat. They love us there. I think they kind of know us now, but I feel like, but yeah. So we would go to the Pancake House, and then maybe we would definitely go shopping. There would be shopping involved. Maybe we would go to the mall. Maybe we would go to Huntington Beach or downtown Fullerton, but there would be some kind of shopping because I need to shop. And we would go to dinner, maybe at Duke's or maybe even just Olive Garden. But you know, and then we would come home and probably have sex and go to bed and cuddle. And yeah, that would probably be the ideal date. And yeah, and an anonymous person asked me, they said, do you smoke or drink? I don't drink except for the occasional sip because Emily's sister, my best friend, God bless her, is an alcoholic. Not really. But she's always drinking something, and she's always like, try this drink. She's always ordering margaritas and shit. So I try that stuff, and we don't really have the same like taste in alcohol. She likes Merlot and stuff, and I think that's totally friggin' gross. But I like fruity drinks, and I've ordered, you know, fruity drinks like without spirits and stuff like that. So, but no, I really don't drink that much. I don't smoke either. I don't smoke pot and I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do smoke hookah. We actually have our own hookah pipe, and we smoke that quite a bit. But yeah. So those are all the questions I got. I hope you guys liked my video and will ask me more questions so I can continue making them. I was in Emily's video yesterday, but I hope someday to actually make a video that is supposed to be just me and Emily. I kind of intruded on that a little bit. I wasn't really supposed to be in it. But yeah, if you guys want to ask me some questions, or if you want to ask me to make a video or do whatever, yeah, you can do that. So thank you for watching this, and I will answer your questions if you ask them. Yeah.